I went back and I moved on a 20-acre farm, 16 miles from the nearest town. On a Sunday, I said, I'll have an open house. I had 145 people show up. I had purchased donuts and coffee. They ate all my donuts and coffee, and then they left. I said, well, what good was that? I had 145 visitors eat my donuts. What's that? Am I in the donut business? I don't think so. My wife said, well, do another one in 2 weeks. I said, 2 more weeks, do that again? You must be nuts. She says, do it anyway. So I did. 2 weeks, had another 140 some odd people show up. But this time, I told them what I did. And I told them what I didn't do. I said, I'm a chiropractor, not a medical doctor. I'm not anything but a chiropractor. My whole purpose, darlings, is to be able to find a bone in your spine that's out of alignment, pressing on the brain stem, shutting life off from the brain into the body. And when that happens, this body cannot function normally, and it builds itself sick. And as it exchanges itself 2.5 million cells per minute, it's building sick cells instead of normal cells. Which do you want? What would you like? What would you like for your children? Why do we take care of those many people? Why, what was it for? Did I count the money first? I didn't even think about the money. You know what I thought about? All the people that I had failed for 8 years, had not laid my hands on those people, had not told them the story, haven't told them the truth, didn't do something that allowed them to reconnect to the magnificent spirit within them, thus giving them the potential to heal themselves of any disease known to man and become a much better person. Ah, dog, if I'm guilty of that, I got to make up for it somehow. I got to reach and teach as many people as I can. I got to love as many people as I can. I got to give myself away. But before I give myself away, I've got to make myself better. I got to be better. And so I took my time. I fasted my time. I fasted 28 days. I fasted 1 week out of every month. I meditated at least an hour every single day. I could see up here exactly what I wanted. And I'd be able to see it so clearly. Has so much faith that it belonged to me, that I'd be able to tell you long before it ever happened. Do you follow that? See, the definition of faith is this: having hope for something I have no physical evidence of. So where do I see these things? Right here, in my thoughts, in my mind, in my imagination. I have hope for something grand for me and my family and the world at large. But I have to do certain things. I have to be a certain way. I have to be an instrument for God to use. If I'm going to be an instrument for God to use, I better be tuned. If I were a violin and I were a Stradivarius, it had great potential to sing magnificent music through the vibrations, but wasn't tuned, I'd be no better than a fiddle, a common $10 fiddle. But if in fact I would let the master tune me, and I would subject myself through the disciplines of attunement, do my fasting, do my meditation, do my prayer, do my studies, do my readings, then I would become a Stradivarius. And I'd be able to sing beautiful songs through my violin. And I'd be able to sing beautiful songs through my people. And lay my hands on my folks with one intent. Not how much money's in it for me. Do you have insurance? Do you have money? Are you employed? What kind of car do you drive? What kind of house do you live in? One intent, to lay my hands on that person, to find that subluxation, correct it to the best of my ability, maintain that correction long enough for the body to be able to replicate itself normally versus abnormally, and to allow this individual to be once again connected to the great spirit that's in us all. That's what chiropractic is all about. You see, we sometimes get so befuddled. And I did all these things, you see, and all this stuff was out there, and it was like, my God, what do I do next? What is this? What is that? What did he have? Where should I adjust? How should I adjust? Can I adjust? Should I stretch them? Should I shrink them? Should I heat them? Should I cool them? Should I electrocute them, or should I not electrocute them? Should I give them a colonic? Which end? We didn't do everything we were supposed to do. No wonder we didn't do so well. You see, we didn't understand who we were or what we were, or why we should do what we should do. But you know, an amazing thing happened. I came to the conclusion that I have to give myself away. I have to be worth giving myself away, so I have to do all the things that will make me better. I have to study. I have to meditate. I have to fast. I have to deny this flesh. I have to feed myself spiritually. I have to be with people and mentors who are far greater than I in this path. and then I'm going to duplicate them. And they're going to tell me what to do, and I'm going to be scared to death to do it. But I'm going to do it anyway because I'm sick and tired of being where I am. I'm sick and tired of not having that which I wanted to have, that which I wanted my family to have. So I'm going to do whatever you tell me. As long as I know that you're honest and ethical and principled, I'll do whatever you tell me. I'll be scared to death, but I'll do it. But you see, something changed. And I said, you know what changed? My relationship to God, my relationship to chiropractic, my understanding of the whys of chiropractic. Why would I adjust you? Why would I adjust you up here when you have a gangrenous foot? Why would I adjust up you when your heart is failing? Why would I adjust up here when you have this or when I realized that what you had didn't make any difference? What made the difference is, where is life being shut off in this body? And if I can find it, and I can correct it, and I can keep it corrected long enough, which is the sixth principle of chiropractic, everything takes time, then you have the potential as the healer to resurrect yourself. Hot dog, I never heard of that before. I never understood that before. All I need to do is find the subluxation, correct it, love you through it, hold the line until you, the healer, resurrect yourself. And then you pay me. What a joke. You do all the work and I get paid. Isn't that wild? It's an amazing thing, that thing you and I have. You see, it doesn't take outside, inside stuff. It takes above, down, inside, out stuff to make your body work. It takes above, down, inside, out stuff to allow the spirit to express itself through flesh. It takes from above, down, inside, out to allow this body to be able to be reconnected to its maker and rise to its potential and function at a level that it hasn't functioned in God knows when. That's a beautiful thing, gang. It doesn't take a car wash out here. It doesn't take some kind of apparatus that's got your, I thought the guy had his head falling off. He would look. It doesn't take all that stuff. Listen, that's good for you vendors. That's good for people who use it. I don't need it. Your body doesn't need it. God doesn't need it. I can assure you of that. God needs this and this to say, I love you enough to correct that, which allows God to express through you. I'll move the bone and God will do the healing.